working with her again. And incidentally, I met one of my best friends, Megan Perry, on that movie, who I have stayed in touch with, and she's really great. But anyway, we filmed in North Carolina, and it was mostly night shoots. And it was very interesting to change my body clock over to night shoots for almost a full month. Because normally when you do night shoots, you do it like, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you'll do a day shoot, and then you'll have, you know, several hours off, and then you'll come in Thursday night and shoot Friday night, and maybe that'll be it for a shoot. But to do a whole entire movie almost at night was crazy. Being in North Carolina on location was fun. It's always fun to go and kind of set up shop somewhere else for a while and have a parallel life going on to your LA life. So that was a good time. And the script itself, I mean, Mike Mendez, he didn't write it, he directed it. I really liked his directing, although I don't know if it translated so much into the final product. He has a really funny sense of humor, and when he was directing, it felt like that was coming out more so than when you watched the final movie. So I really liked working with him, and the 8 Films to Die For, that was the first year that they put that together, so that was cool to be a part of the, initial push for that. I think that's a pretty cool concept that gets films in the theaters that may not normally get in there, may not have a wide distribution. So it's a good concept, I think.